hi. And I literally said, because it's literally true, I literally did not see you. And he was right there, and I just saw Marcus and said hi to Marcus. Literally probably bumped into Chris while I was saying hi to Marcus. And that's my reparations, because who cares? No disrespect.
So we still don't have an answer.
Oh, what's the first thing I guess if they're black. That's the first thing I noticed.
Yo, man. I didn't know I was going to be interviewing Dr. Umar's niece today, man.
Why get it from anywhere else when you can get it straight from the yacht with Promise?
It's not a threat, it's a promise.
Yo, you know who it is and what it is, the one they call Promise, the Yapper of the Year. Appreciate you tuning in to another episode of Straight from the Yacht with Promise. And today, my special guest is a very unique young lady. She combines literature and hip hop, two of her loves. She's been featured in NPR, she's been featured in Essence, and she also is the curator of Allways Black. I have Cree Myles joining me. Cree, what's up?
Woo, woo, woo! Oh my God. Okay, I want everybody to know we've been talking for like 35 minutes.
I know, right?
Promise is he's 10 out of 10? 10 out of 10?
Thank you.
Real nigga, bro. Anyway, so what we finna talk about? What's happening?
No, well, thank you for coming here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I have no idea, especially when we're talking Milwaukee, I have no idea who is even aware that I am alive.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate this.
Yeah, of course. You've been doing some dope stuff. Before we jump into everything, let's talk about first and foremost your love of literature. Like you love books, you love reading, and you are a curator of Allways Black. So I want to talk to you about that. But where did this love of reading and literature, where did that come from?
It's embarrassing. Okay. Well, I can say that I did read as a child.
Okay.
But I don't think I was like necessarily a prolific reader.
Okay.
I just loved books. I really love libraries. I love how quiet they are and like how that's the expectation. And that
smell?
I love the smell. I love that you're surrounded by stories. I love all that shit. My library growing up was on Capitol, was like Capitol Appleton-ish, because I was born on 56 and Keith. And so, yes, I did read as a child, but then like, you get to college, you stop reading, you just surviving, whatever. Yeah. And so I went on a date with Brian Rogers, who I ended up marrying. And we in the car, and he's like, so what book are you reading? And I hadn't read a book in like 4 or 5 years. Okay. But the last book I had read was Angela Davis's autobiography, because I'm always a real nigga. So even if I haven't read a book in 4 years, the last book I read was a good book. Yeah. So I tell him Angela Davis's autobiography. He listened to all this shit that he was reading. Then we sitting down at the concert that we were going to, and I'm reading the thing because I feel stupid that he asked me what book I was reading. He had read 25 books. And then I talk about Lorraine Hansberry. She wrote Raisin in the Sun. Yeah. And so I just randomly knew that she went to the University of Wisconsin. Wow. So I was like, Brian, did you know that Lorraine Hansberry went to the University of Wisconsin? And he was like, yeah. Like he was like, of course, everybody knows that.
Like
so I was right. So I'm irritated. So I'm sitting through the thing like, fuck this nigga, whatever. And so I go home and I just order. I get on my library app, I just order all the books. So I would like order Toni Morrison's Bluest Eye, I ordered their Eyes Were Watching God, I ordered The Color Purple, I ordered their Between the World and Me had just come out. Okay. And I just read them all out of spite. Yeah. And then I became smarter and ended up loving them. So shout out to Brian.
And it's crazy too, because I don't know if you like this title, but it's kind of been bestowed upon you that you're a book influencer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I graduated in 2008. So like YouTube was a baby when I was in high school. Yeah. And so there are vlogs out there on the internet of me walking through Menominee Falls High, just like bullying people. So I've loved social media. And even when I went to the University of Kentucky for 2 years, and even then I had like a talk show where we just talked about the gossip of the black kids on university. So I've always done it. Yeah. So I was like, talking about literature is using social media for good instead of evil. So I just think of it like that.
Yeah, because it's dope. Because like, you know, in this era, there's so many different type of influencers on social media. People pushing or promoting whatever. And you have found a really dope niche because you're into literature, but you're also into hip hop. You're of the culture. You talk a lot of things. So you have this page where you talk about books, you do reviews, and you suggest that people need to, hey, put your fucking phone down and read a book. You know what I'm saying? Like you do all these different things. And I think it's cool. So like I said, when I caught wind of you, I'm like, yo, this is a unique approach. Like this is dope. And I see the traction you're getting on social media and how all these different people nationally, locally are tapping into what you're doing. And I just thought that was, you know, very unique and inspiring.
It's as far as like the Black experience goes, and I feel like we were even talking about that when we were setting up, and like Nick is talking about his experience at the high school he went to. It's relatively, especially Black American experience, especially if we're talking like the Black Southern tradition, the Great Migration, all your people are from Mississippi, Louisiana, et cetera, and they came up here to Wisconsin. We have very similar and shared experiences. So the leap is crazy, but like the leap from hip hop to Baldwin and Morrison is not that big of a leap. Like they all talk about the same thing all the time. They're just doing it in different ways and with different amounts of like of profanity. So that's
it's all forms of expression.
It's all art. So I love and they really do hold like there's a freedom that I think I experience listening to hip hop and like, I think I wrote this essay that has never seen the light of day about how hip hop I needed it. And like I said, I graduated high school in 2008. So like the people who raised me are like T.I. and Young Dro and Lil Wayne. And so what I was most attracted to coming of age with them is just the bombacity of it all. Like the things that they were comfortable saying out loud in front of people. And I found that attraction again when I was reading Toni Morrison, because she's in an interview with somebody. The woman asked her a silly ass question, and her response is, "You don't understand how incredibly racist that question was." And now the woman just looking at her, and she looking at her, and they got to figure out what to do next. Because Tony's like, "Well, now what?" And I was like, that is so hip hop. That is, so that I love them both, and they both take up the same space in my heart.
Well, you talked about it. Let's jump into it. One of the first ways I caught wind of you was you doing these amazing videos where you take hip hop lyrics and you break them down and you do these annotations. And I just thought it was so dope. So I think you mentioned Dro. I think the first one, I might have seen Shoulder Lean first, or I might have seen you do the T.I. Did you do 56 bars or did you do Illy?
I did Illy.
Illy, right.
Yeah.
So I think those were like two of the first ones I saw. So for people who are not aware of it, and we obviously gonna put some clips in here so people can see it. First of all, how did you come to this concept of I'm gonna break down bars like almost, through the English language, you know what I'm saying? Like how did you come up with this concept that you were going to do these videos?
Because this is crazy. I hope nobody who lives in the book world, actually all my niggas who live in the book world will appreciate this. I'm reading books that have been nominated for Pulitzers, right? Or who have like won National Book Awards, have won all the big awards. They're like the niche authors who went to Iowa's Writers Workshop, and they're the only ones who can make a living off their writing. And I'm reading this shit and I'm like, this is fire. But like, then why can't and then also because Kendrick won a Pulitzer. And like, shout out to Kendrick. But I'm like, shout out to Kendrick. But I'm like, Lil Wayne also has bars. Like why? The only reason y'all picked Kendrick is because there's something about the way that he approaches Blackness that can sit comfortably in the white psyche. And Lil Wayne is so Southern hood Black that even though he is hitting the same literary devices with the same amount of rigor and cleverness, just because he happens to be talking about pussy instead of like the Black American experience, they don't want to treat it the same. And so I'm like, I'm just going to pull it out and show you that this is an anticlinasis no matter what they're talking about. So that's really how it started. I just really wanted to give my rappers, who like I said, it's Lil Wayne, it's T.I. I was raised by, Atlanta was just having its heyday when I was in high school. I just wanted to give them their flowers. And then in doing that, I realized like they are all approaching this with a really, really intense amount of rigor that deserves respect. And then after that, I fell in love with and learned about like the people before me. So like I did Twins by Big Pun, and I was like, and that wasn't my era, but that shit is clean. Like hip hop is just clean.
Pun's lyrical schemes are
it's crazy,
insane. Yeah, and
he should have a literary award.
But see, that's the thing though. I think what you're doing. Most of us, the common person who knows hip hop would know similes or metaphors or things like that. But some of the ways that you're breaking down and dissecting, I don't even think some rappers know that they're doing that.
Yeah.
Or some of us can't even pronounce some of the shit that you're saying. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being frank.
Me either. Honestly.
You know what I'm saying? Like some of these things, they're like, that's a what?
Yeah.
You know? So I think when it comes to a person just being talented at rapping, they just might just be thinking of a dope rhyme scheme and, like you said, how to convey this message.
Yeah.
They might not actually be thinking about from a literary standpoint, or say from the English dictionary or whatever. Like these are the different types of things you're doing with your wordplay.
But that's what Black people do. Like I think about no matter what Olympic final it is, I'm a track and field girly. It don't matter what year, what era. The finals for the 100-meter dash is Niggertropolis. It don't matter if they are from Britain and Jamaica, and
we're just fast.
You know
okay?
what I'm saying? White people go into clinics trying to perfect their RDLs so that they can get their fast twitch right, and we just running. And that is the same way that we do art. Like it's not like we need to go study this thing. We have lived enough and experienced enough and have the DNA of enough of our ancestors that we gonna give you the art. And y'all, because you can't do it, you work on naming it. So I just name it to show the white people that the shit that we're doing stands up against the bullshit that they think is excellent. We're also excellent. We just don't have time to name it because we're too busy being talented.
We're creating it, But I would say even beyond other ethnicities or cultures, I just think what you're doing is just dope for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because it puts a different lens on it, whether somebody is in the culture or outside of the culture. It's just a dope way of going, yo, I love hip hop and hip hop is dope. On the same token, yo, if I break this down for you, did you know that they're doing these things? So like I said, when I see you doing, Bun B on Big Pimpin', when I see you doing, 3 Stacks on International Players Anthem, when I see you breaking down Jay on Monster, like, just in general, I'm like, this is impressive, you know what I mean? Like that we already in hip hop, we gonna break down bars and lyrics anyway. But you're taking it to a whole different level of dissecting, what they're doing from this standpoint, which I thought was very unique. And I was like, I wanna have her on this platform. I wanna talk to her. Just ignore Cam Beats.
Okay.
Ignore my producer.
I love hip hop so much. Like I look for language all the time to describe what it has done for me and how it genuinely, not in any type of dramatic way, has absolutely saved my life and freed me. And so I'm always trying to look for ways to demonstrate to people that it is high art. Like we're not dealing with like some low, quick stuff. Like when we're dealing with the best hip hop, we're dealing with stuff that is comparable to what like Tchaikovsky was putting down in Swan Lake. So it's really important to me that people know that, because it's just like, it's just like deep. I love it. I love it.
No, and then, so obviously you have had some of these videos go viral where they definitely picked up traction and you have eyes and ears on them. Is anybody who has surprised you, who was tapped in or who was in the comment section, or any artist that...
Oh my God, I have a fun story.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Thank you, Ken Beats.
Listen, okay, so the people who have pulled up, that is just like insane and you have to act cool. So like Queen Latifah follows me, LL Cool J follows me.
Wait, hold on. We have a segment on this show where it's called Pop Your Shit.
Okay.
You're not just gonna breeze past Khadijah James. You're not just gonna slide past that. So
about this talk. No, for real.
Run that back again. So the Queen Latifah.
The Queen Latifah follows me.
LL Cool J.
LL Cool J follows me.
The GOATs. The man who coined the phrase.
Literally. T.I. follows me.
Wow.
Malice follows me. I mean, Miguel follows me. I love Miguel, the
Miguel is
king of the
dope.
hook. Rakim has stopped by. Bun B has stopped by. Wale has stopped by. Sci-Hi the Prince has stopped by.
Wow.
What's the nigga name who did Hamilton? Lin-Man, Moan.
Yes.
How do you say it? Lin-Man,
We know who you're talking about.
Okay. He stopped by. I don't like him, but
What
he
the
was
hell?
there. I know, but he's come, and that's important to some people.
Because what he did with whether people like it or not, what he did from a hip hop standpoint
Yes.
with the Hamilton,
Matters.
it does, absolutely.
So it has been there. Yeah, they've come. I asked Malice to write my nomination for the Ebony Power 100, and he did it.
Wait a minute.
Shout out to Malice.
Yo,
Shout out to Gene. He really did. I like voice memo him. I called my Uncle Tommy first. I was like, I'm scared. What if you say no? Uncle Tommy's like, what's the worst you can do? That nigga cool as hell. Every time they in Milwaukee, they stop at so-and-so. I was like, okay. So I'm just like, hey, my favorite Clips song is I'm Good, the 2009 classic. That's
that's one of
I'm
my.
feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Listen,
So
I'm good with
and he
my
was just
joint.
like, send the link. That's all he said. I sent like a 2-minute voice memo.
And he just
so
like,
he sent the link.
Do it now.
So yeah, he did it. So it has been, it's been, No Name follows me, but No Name also has a book club. So like we were kind of already in community. So it's great. I love all of them. They seem to respect me, especially because, Promise, I can tell you, I went to school in Menominee Falls, and I was like constantly bullied as like a middle schooler for not being Black enough.
Yeah.
And that was such a like emotional dichotomy for me because my house, like the culture and like the family and stuff that I came from was very Black. Everyone, like my mom was a teacher. I just talk like this. I can't turn this off. This is just like, this is how I talk.
Yeah.
But that didn't bode well with the Black kids who I went to school with.
Because there was the unrealistic expectation.
Exactly, of like what Blackness was.
We should be, yeah.
And so I just remember them thinking that I was listening to all this shit at home.
They thought you was pumping Beethoven.
They literally talk, or like what the fuck?
Sebastian Bach.
Dude, Green Day, the shit that they was listening to.
Do you have the time to listen to me?
And I was at home listening to Rubber Band Man, like deeply in my soul. So I was like, so it just is really validating. Like Little Cree is validated by the fact that like T.I. sees me when them little raggedy kids. And also I follow y'all on Facebook. Y'all look a mess. So
damn, homie. In high school you was a man.
Yeah.
So
what the fuck is you? They look a mess.
Okay, I gotta ask you this then. Because you are such a lit person in multiple ways, literature and hip hop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something I've never done before.
Okay.
Give me your top 5 authors. Give me your top 5 rappers. If you can. And the order doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay. Well, okay. My number one author is Toni Morrison. Thank you. Save My Life. Wouldn't be the woman I am without her. Know how to set it off because of Toni Morrison. Also, I mean, it's very boring how traditionally Black feminist my list is. So Audre Lorde also saved my life. I can't, there's an essay she has called The Transformation of Silence into Language and Action. And your silence will not protect you. Like that's the key, that's the most famous quote from the essay. And I think about that every single time I try to decide whether or not I'm gonna choose peace over truth. And it's like your silence will not protect you. Just set it off.
Yeah, sometimes you
There's no reason to be quiet.
Speak out.
So Audre Lorde, for sure.
That's 2.
Their Eyes Were Watching God, Zora Neale Hurston, is a fucking masterpiece. Dude, so Janie supposed to get married because everybody says she's supposed to get married. It's like 1930 or something. And the first nigga she married is musty, so she's stressed about that. And then the next nigga she married, he not musty, but he really boring. And then, so she's like stressed about that. And then she fall in love with this nigga named T-Cake. So her and T-Cake have these magical years together. And then he dies. And she is so broke up about a promise. And there is this line in the book where they were supposed to go to the funeral and everybody got an attitude on because she got overalls on. And she said, I don't got to dress like grief because I am grief. And I was like, dude, So Zora Neale Hurston really is a bad bitch. So that's 3. I actually am gonna put this is controversial, I'm gonna put a white lady in here. Her name is Ursula K. Le Guin. She died in 2018. She wrote a masterpiece in 1974 called The Dispossessed. It's the exploration of an actual utopia. Because, an author will write a utopia, but they really won't explore what it looks like. And she pokes holes in it. Like, niggas still gonna starve. There's still gonna be misogyny. People are still gonna make bad decisions, but this still is better than what we have. Gotcha. So I love her. And then 5. Woo!
Who would that number 5 spot?
You know what? I'm going to just be chaotic and give it to a living author right now. He won the Pulitzer and the National Book Award in 2024. Today's 2026. Yep. Yeah. Percival Everett. Shout out to Percival Everett. He's lit. Okay. I interview authors. I interview Percival. I always ask Black authors, what's your favorite thing about being Black? Percival, we in a room full of white people, 300 white people in the room. Okay. And he was like, what's the other option? Not to be white. And I was like, oh, and they're all uncomfortable. I'm looking.
Well,
he was
damn.
Like, all right, literally. So he's great and also has won hella awards. A brilliant writer. He's got like 40 books. He's wonderful. Read James. It's a retelling of Huckleberry Finn. It's so good. So those are my writers.
Okay.
Rappers.
Yes. The other side of your spectrum.
I mean, okay, my number 1 is Lil Wayne.
Okay. Tunchi?
I love Tunchi. Listen, I'm gonna tell it to you straight, Tunchi, because you and I are both Libras. Because I'm just assuming you're gonna see this. You and I are both Libras, and I really ride for you hard. I really wish you did read more. So I do wish that because the things that you just have off BAP are great, but if you did a little bit more, it could just have so much more substance to it. And I also wish that you would get help because you are a drug addict.
Damn.
And this is coming from a fan who rides for you hard as fuck. So that's real, but you're my number 1. I love you. The back of the Phantom tell the driver don't look. I tell her do her thing, and when she finished, write a book. That's my shit. Anyway, so love Tunchi. Also, another Libra is T.I. T.I. is a Libra. I love him. He's so, listen. My T.I. moment is Bone Crusher when he features at the end of Never Scared. And his ad-libs, I tell him, you ain't pussy nigga, bitch nigga, hood. I was, whenever I have to, listen.
She said.
Listen, he is evangelizing to me at that moment. I told him, oh my God, I listened to that today. I listened to it today several times. Oh my God. So, okay, T.I., Lil Wayne. Okay, this is very millennial promise.
I'm a millennial.
But I'm gonna be real. And I've done my research. Okay. I've done my research. My Uncle Tommy might need to come out here and beat my ass, but I've listened to all the women, and Nicki's the best.
Nicki Minaj, okay.
She's a problem. She's a problem.
I was gonna say, if we taking away, because I'm like,
she's a problem.
The current state of how she is.
She's a problem.
And the way that you are.
Here this nigga. Here he comes.
So.
Where is he going? Where is he going?
No, that's what. Like, I can't mess with your list. Listen, I'm not gonna object to your list. If Nicki is in your top 5, we're not talking about how you feel about.
I hate her politics.
I don't know when she became so weird. Oh shit, he done expedited the time on the podcast.
This nigga gotta go. He said, move her out. I'm sorry I hit the mic. I'm sorry. Nobody yell at me. No, you guys. Okay.
But if we talking rap.
If we're talking rap.
We're talking music.
Because, okay, obviously we all know the Monster verse, whatever. Which obviously is a masterpiece. But even like her verse on Roger That is so clean.
Yeah.
She's great. Okay.
No, so, if we talking rap, Onika is a dope rapper.
I didn't know the president lived in DC. I didn't know they call me Nicki Lou. You know who she reminds me of? Which is funny because they have beef. Mariah Carey. Like Mariah Carey begin her lick back about stuff, and I'm like, you are the greatest living vocalist on the planet. Go live in a $30 million house. 30 billion? I don't even know how much money they make at this point. On a hill, and don't talk to us. We don't need to hear from you. You've done enough.
Darling.
You know what I'm saying?
She'd be like, darling.
You don't need to throw shade.
I don't know her.
You don't need to be on the internet. You don't need to do nothing. So anyway, that's that. Okay, who else?
Okay, so we got Wayne, we got Tip. And we
I'm
got
gonna get
Nicki.
canceled.
You just said Nicki, so if that don't get you canceled, this next one can.
You guys, I can't overstate that I am a millennial. I am a millennial, and I follow the news. I read critically. I know these people are terrible people. Kanye West.
Ye is, listen, musically, I think Ye is extreme, but a top 5 rap? Okay, but go ahead.
No.
It's your list.
Well, I'm really
it's your
thinking
list.
albums, because My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
It's your list. Like I said, Kanye, music, like you said, outside of the antics, musically, Kanye is very important.
Because you know what I think is a thing to preface this with? I have and I'm realizing this as I annotate verses, I have a really hard time separating the lyrics from the production.
Okay.
If I love a song, 90% of the time, it's because the crispiness of the production. And then I'm going to try and figure out.
Even with you being such a literary person?
Yes.
You're not
Yes.
separating the
Listen,
bars
because
from
you
the
know what
beats?
one of my favorite verses is David Banner's on Like a Pimp. And he ain't saying nothing. Step into the club looking just like a pimp. I got cash, so I'm screaming out.
Say
"Shake it,
something!"
bitch. This is my song. Till the DJ turn it on. Michael Tyler made you shake it. Cisco made you show your thong. He not talking about nothing.
Yeah.
I fucking love that verse. I love that verse.
But for what it is, see, I understand the complexities of things.
Yeah.
So for what that is, it makes sense. We're not saying that that's bar you to death, bar you that. Like, no, he's not a lyricist. But
not a
for the confines of what that song is,
Yes.
it's great.
So then I think you guys should just rest in the truth that despite the fact that I read critically and I read the best Black literature that has ever been written on this planet, I am not listening to hip hop artists trying to. People always in my inbox being
So
like,
they think you listen to Mos Def.
they think they listen to Lupe Fiasco. I said, trap, baby. I need my niggas a little hood.
Lupe is fire though, by the way.
Here we go.
No, I'm saying.
Everybody always said I think like, do a Lupe verse.
No,
do a
no.
Lupe verse. Do a Lupe verse.
No.
Kick bush, cook bush. Kick bush, kick
Time
bush.
out. I'm saying if we talking about rapping, no, I'm saying if we talking about rapping,
No, bro.
like Lupe.
I don't just want rapping comments.
No. But I'm just saying.
I want pageantry. Give me Ross with the glasses and the beard and the
Fuck what I'm
fur.
saying. Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
More than one thing can be true, but we're not gonna sit here on this platform and say Lupe Fiasco can't rap. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm like, we're not gonna do that.
Because you know what? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know enough to know whether or not Lupe Fiasco can rap or not. So I believe you. You would know. He be rapping. I believe you.
No, Lupe can rap. It's that song.
I don't need my niggas to be able to rap. Honestly, I probably just need Skateboard P on the beat. And I just need you to keep up. And we'll probably make it.
Lupe has joints with Skateboard P.
Is it crispy?
What? Yes.
Oh, you know who else I love? Busta Rhymes.
Busta's a monster.
I have been doing deep dives on Busta as of late because I really want to annotate one of his verses, and I can't figure out which one to annotate. You know which verse I love by him? It's very niche.
Verse from Look at Me Now.
No.
Oh,
It's the la 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 la.
Off of the 2 Chainz song?
Yes.
Yes.
Started off, but he just says this thing that's a community would be mad at me if I did that one. So I'm not doing it, but I listen to it every day and what did he say? You know a nigga been home, honey. Oh, yeah. I'm not saying it, but I just thought it. Listen, who am I talking to? Bob, cut this.
If you find yourself listening to an audio book and you're distracted while in your vehicle and you find yourself in an accident, that's unfortunate. And you might need an injury attorney. And there's only one name you should call. That's Nicolay Law. 1-855-NICOLET. You get the beer, you get the win. They make insurance companies pay. Holla at Nicolay Law and tell them Promise sent you.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Back to our regularly scheduled program. Where do we leave off? We at number 4?
Dude, yes. Oh yes, because I did a lot of ridiculous things. Okay, I did Wayne.
Who, by the
T.I.
way, is a great rapper when he wants to be.
Yeah.
But sometimes Wayne is trash. Just want to throw that out there.
Absolutely.
Lil Wayne can be here or he can be there.
It's inconsistent.
But we got Wayne.
Yeah.
We got Tip. We got Nicki. We got Ye.
Oh, and then I did Busta.
And Busta's number 5.
Wait, let me sit on this. Wait. Wait. I'm going to look at my...
Don't be cheating.
I want to make sure. I'm going to look at my most listened, but also I have a 3-year-old, so the fucking
that
wheels
might
on
not-
the bus is here.
Baby Shark going triple platinum.
I know. I can't. Hold on. Fuck. I just want to make sure. You guys, like, I listened to Get Buck today, but like, is he gonna make my list? No, that's crazy. But
that's a great record.
That's a great record.
Especially in the gym.
I just dissed Lil Wayne, and that's her number one. Like I was just, I was on the phone with her dissing it.
I was agreeing with him.
I understand why Tunchi is in people's list, though.
I
get it.
I mean, I also like
when he's really good, he's really good.
Yeah.
And there's times where he can be really bad.
all on my dick because I make a lot of money, but she don't get none, so I get why. Bring it back. That was clever. The whole thing. It was bringing back. It was clever. It's good. Remember? Wait, because you liked Lil Wayne for a second because it was that verse where he had to talk about the police or something.
No,
the Tie My Hands record?
No, I'm talking about the Big Dog with Benny the Butcher.
Oh, you talking about the recent, yeah.
Listen, and that was recent. You see,
that was,
he fluctuates.
He also said F.
It's for phenomenal. He said that. And coming from a bookie, you would know that F starts with the phenomenal starts with the P.
I don't know if Dr. Tommy Quinn Myles remembers this, but when he heard 6 foot, 7 foot, and he said real G's move in silence
like lasagna,
you appreciated that. You fucking liked that.
Oh,
he
6
liked
foot, 7 foot is an amazing record.
Listen, don't start. Because actually, I asked everybody, I was like, should I do a milli or 6 foot 7? And they were like, a milli. And I was like, really?
A milli is, you know the problem with Wayne though? A milli is great, but it's like a lot of pointless. The dopest thing about Lil Wayne is it be just pointless rapping.
Yes.
Like Wayne just be saying shit. Like it's like if you listen to all the drought and the squad up and the dedication and all the stuff people love about Wayne, like it be good rapping, but a lot of time it's just loose bars. It ain't nothing really connecting.
Yes.
Now when he wants to lock in, Lil Wayne is arguably one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Yes.
But also more than one thing can be true.
Yes.
There are times where you like this shit is buns.
Which is again, Wayne, why you should read some Ta-Nehisi Coates. I'm just going to keep circling back to that. If you just picked up a book of essays, I mentioned Percival Everett earlier. He got a book of poetry. It's slim. It's cute. You would like James. There's jokes. You would laugh. There's options. You don't have to live in this space. And then also because you was mad about them not picking you for the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? This could be a move. I might be helping.
Let me talk to you about this amazing thing you are curating called Allways Black.
Yeah.
Obviously, Penguin Publishing is a huge national publisher.
The biggest, the largest.
Yes, and you have this relationship with them. So tell us a little bit about how that relationship happened and exactly what it is that you do when you're curating for Allways Black on this platform.
Would you agree that if you are a Black person from Milwaukee, you have this like perpetual, I actually have to overperform to prove to everybody that I am worth this thing?
I know what you mean.
So I'm on the internet with everybody else. One of my best book homies live in LA and is friends with like Kevin Hart, you know? And I'm like, I don't give a what? I can do this from here. So there had never been a publishing house who hired someone off of the internet to work for them. And I was like, well, it will be me, obviously.
Yeah. So
I had recently genuinely fell in love with Toni Morrison, or re-fell in love with her. And so I pitched them a readathon. It was during COVID, so it was easy. Okay. So I was like, we can do it virtual because like nobody can leave their house, whatever. It did really well. It also helps, shout out to Sonia Dillon, that the chief marketing officer for the corporation at that time was a Black woman. Okay. So she was pushing, you know. Yeah. And so after the readathon, she was like, this did really well. Why did it do so well? And they pull whatever analytics and they were like, oh, because of Cree. And they were like, oh, we'll give her a job. Wow. And so that's how it started. And I mean, Penguin, they own Baldwin, they own Maya Angelou, they own Toni Morrison. So the backlist is crazy. And then also they own Nicole Hannah-Jones. They did the 1619 Project. They own Ta-Nehisi Coates. They own Colson Whitehead. So they just, there's something about my personality that, and I actually have been working through this because I started running track again after like 25 years. I did my first race today. Wow. That I have to be like really, really good at a thing. Otherwise, I don't want to do it. So I like started doing this book thing and I was like, okay, well, if I'm not connected to the most powerful publishing house, then am I doing a good job? So I don't know. It's kind of, I should work it out in therapy, but it also has given me a lot of checks.
I mean, that's always the plus.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a, I don't know. It's the Will Smith in the pursuit of happiness. I'm always in the pursuit of excellence by all means necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that is salute to that partnership with Penguin.
Thank you.
You having that platform and doing what you do. Like that's amazing. You know
It is amazing. It really, and I be forgetting because people will be bitching about stuff on the internet. Like, well, I didn't get to talk to this author and I didn't. I was like, I literally talked to him on the phone yesterday. And I was like, right, but no, my life is different.
Sure.
You know, when you're in that place, you can't be talking crazy because then they start calling you out.
Yeah, or people don't process stuff the right way always. They'll take stuff the wrong way.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
And I'm not trying to stun on anybody,
No,
but I live a blessed life.
And listen, there are times where we need to be humble, we need to be gracious, we need to be, laid back. And there are times where you need to pop your shit.
I know. And you know what? I feel like I have a hot take, Promise. Okay. I think that the concept of humility and humbleness is weaponized by white people to perpetuate oppression.
Wow, that's deep.
Like, why they be wanting like Simone Biles? They be wanting Simone Biles to be quiet, and I'm like, for fucking what? Why do you need her to be quiet? You've never even done anything close to what she needs to do. Why can't she talk about what she's doing? The same thing with Angel Reese. They were so irritated with how Angel was. I was like, have never been a professional athlete. Stop. So I'm actually against Black people being humble. Be loud.
I know what you mean, but like I said, I think there's humble and there's another word that to me I teeter with, the word selfish.
Okay.
My hot take on selfish is it's not a bad thing to be selfish.
Yeah.
I think that the way that it is portrayed is negative.
Yeah.
Meaning if you are only about oneself. Yeah. I think that is, of course, inherently negative. Mm-hmm. However, if you're on an airplane, what do they tell you to do first? To put the mask on yourself.
Yes.
If I cannot be good to me, I can't be good to you.
Yeah.
You're not going to be a good parent. You're not going to be a good significant other, a good spouse, a good business partner or whatever. Like if you don't figure out things within. So I do think that it is okay to be selfish in certain aspects.
I absolutely
Not the way that it's portrayed. Like, you selfish. You don't think about nobody but yourself. I'm not talking about that regard. Yeah. But self-awareness, self-care, self-preservation, like certain things like that. Yeah. In essence, you do need to make sure you good. Before I come outside in the world, if I'm not internally great, I'm going to now project onto you. I'm gonna create the thing, you know what I'm saying?
Now I'm making everybody else worse because I didn't take care of myself first. I think creatives, especially, I think we need a lot of extra time. And I don't think people know that because we live so much of our lives in our heads trying to figure shit out. And so people be thinking we're selfish or like we're ghosting or whatever. Yeah. And it has to be quiet for 20 minutes so I can fucking think.
Because it's hard for your brain to shut off. I'm sure yours like mine.
It never stops.
When I'm getting ready to go to bed, it's like that's when I'm most creative. I'm like, I need to go to sleep. And I'm sitting here like, my shit on the treadmill.
My brain telling me, nigga, we finna win an Emmy. And I'm like, not now. I'm trying to sleep. I gotta go to bed. I'm trying to sleep.
So I know what you mean about the humble. Like you said, it's because it's not a bad thing to be humble.
Not at all.
But I know what you're saying, like when it can be weaponized. Yeah. And again, we're talking about a specific group of, like you said, of oppressors. Yeah. We are not speaking about, and you are not speaking about white people in general.
No.
We are talking about, like you said, there's a very unique, same way with Black people.
Wait a minute. I got a James Baldwin quote just for that.
There is a unique set of Black folks that are oppressive and will hold you back as well. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, with like internalized, come on.
Or self-hatred, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to do it before me, or I'm secretly not rooting for you. I may act like I'm rooting for you and I want to see you win, but I really don't want to see you win.
Especially this is the quote. Okay, I got this from Dr. Eddie Glaude. He said it at a panel and he was quoting James Baldwin and he said, I know plenty of good folks who happen to be white. Then there's white folks. That's who we're talking about. Then there's white folks. So all of the ones who do what they're supposed to do. But if y'all about it, y'all wouldn't be, like I got a neighbor named Jenny, the realist.
Jenny from the block?
Jenny, she white. she watching this. She not thinking I'm talking about her. Because Jenny she know what's up.
No, you said it's like people be knowing like what we be talking about. Absolutely. That's like whether we talking about within ourselves and our culture, you know what we mean and what we talking about.
Yes.
And then when it's on a broader scale, you know we mean and what we talking about.
Absolutely.
And it's like, and if you shouldn't be offended if it doesn't apply.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are not this type of individual, you really shouldn't feel no type of way.
Absolutely.
But if you want to clutch pearls and grasp,
you need to look in a
what I'm
mirror.
saying? Yeah, it's like we not even.
If you feel like if you feel a rub, then you need to do some work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
Shout out to Cam Beats saying hit dogs will holler.
They
And
will.
speaking of getting hit,
Yeah.
if you do find yourself where you are in an accident that is unfortunate, and you need an injury attorney,
Oh God.
one of the dopest white men I've ever met, Russ from Nicolay Law. Great people. Doesn't matter what your ethnicity is. They will work for you to make sure insurance companies pay. So hit up nicolaylaw.com for more. They are the Midwest #1 injury attorney, and you can tell them that Promise sent you.
You know what? Right. What Nick said, get that money. I don't even have anything else to say. I applaud your ability to weave that in so seamlessly. It's a 300 thread count Egyptian cotton. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
He locked in.
Cree, before I get you out of here, there's a game I play with all of my guests.
Yeah.
It's called First and Last.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a first, I'm gonna ask you a last that may or may not be connected. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, first and last with CreeMyles. Cree, what is the first thing you do when you wake up?
I start the sentence with I get to. So before, like I'm laying in the bed, I'm conscious. So I say I get to fill in the blank with something that I get to do that day because I'm happy to be alive.
Okay, that's different. We've been talking about literature, talking
Yeah.
about books.
Yeah.
I'm curious. What's the last book you read?
Okay, I'm reading this deep cut by an author from the 50s named William Denby. He's kind of one of the lost giants of literature. It's called Beetle Creek, and it hits hard because it's the 50s, right? He's a black man, and he is talking about like a black man's full range of emotions, and they're like, what? And you know it's the 50s.
Especially
so,
back then. Oh
right.
my
So he's
God.
like, oh, this nigga can be sad and it's okay. Like it's kind of like scary that was revolutionary at the time.
Yeah.
But he did write the mess out of it, and it's beautiful.
Okay.
Beetle Creek. I don't know if I said this title.
What's the first thing you notice about a man?
Okay, so I don't notice white men.
What damn?
I
What damn?
This is okay.
Damn.
I think it's part of my it's like a reparations for me in that because I think about like I have ancestors that I know by name.
She gonna get me canceled. I'm gonna lose all my white supporters.
Shout out to Nicolay though. Like I would notice you. The beard is fire. I would see it. You know what I say? But here's literally what happened. I'm gonna tell this story as fast as possible. In 2016, I accidentally set my apartment on fire with my turtle's heat lamp. And so, yes. So I set the apartment on fire. My downstairs neighbor is a white man named Chris. He come up and take the fire out. So he literally saved me and my baby's life. Shout out to Ethan. 3 days later, I'm walking down the street with Ethan. I see Marcus, who is black.
Okay.
And so I walk up to Marcus, and mind you, Chris, the white man, is like 6'6". He's not a little man.
Tall guy.
Like he's So I dap up Marcus, and I'm like, whatever, what you doing here, whatever. And then Chris, who was standing right next to Marcus, was like, hi. And I literally said, because it's literally true, I literally did not see you. And he was right there, and I just saw Marcus and said hi to Marcus. Literally probably bumped into Chris while I was saying hi to Marcus. And that's my reparations, because who cares? No disrespect.
So we still don't have an answer.
Oh, what's the first thing I guess if they're black. That's the first thing I noticed.
Yo, man. I didn't know I was going to be interviewing Dr. Umar Niche today. Yo. 30 lashings.
Umar's crazy.
No, I'm just playing because I saw your take on him too.
Shout out to Dr. Umar, bro. Shout out to Dr. Umar, bro. Don't play in the snow, brother. Don't play in the snow.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be like, sorry, doctor. I live in Wisconsin.
Dr. Umar would be mad. My husband's biracial.
He go, oh my God, that dude is a piece of work. Okay, last one. Where is the last place that you traveled? was the last place you traveled to?
It's so random. Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Santa Fe, no, really?
Yeah, I went to this college called the Great Books College. It's called St. John's.
Okay.
They're a small liberal arts college. They're losing all their funding, so they brought down 8 book influencers to shoot content to pub the school.
Okay.
Met the best. Shout out to Braxton. Shout out to Ty, Rod, Sam, Sky. We had so much fun. Yeah. And then there was a literary festival happening at the same time. So I also got to see some of the big dogs.
So Santa Fe, okay.
Isn't that random?
Yeah, it is. But that's why I was curious. Okay, that's on my list. I got a list. I want to go to every state. So.
It feels fake how beautiful it is.
Okay.
And everybody happy because everybody rich. So it's great. You just feel like you in like a desert Dr. Seuss. Everybody happy. They smiling. They got diamonds on. Where are you going?
Santa Fe. All right. Cool. All right. Cree, before we get out of here, it's random.
Yeah.
Last thing.
Yeah.
Thoughts on aliens?
Okay.
Well, she set up for that.
So, what's the homie's name? Because he's also a Libra. He's the famous black physicist.
Neil deGrasse?
Neil. He was like, this might not be Neil. My brain does this. It just like attributes a quote to a black person because I'm always trying to put aside.
Somebody smart and black.
Somebody said, and I think it was Dr. deGrasse Tyson, but I don't know, that if we are alone in this universe, that's terrifying. If there are other life forms in this universe, that's terrifying. Either way, it's terrifying. So I just don't think about it. I think about Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, the gas giants, because I'm like, why does this fucking count as a planet if you can't even land on it? But that's none of my business. I'm not a physicist. I tried to read a book by a physicist 2 months ago. That shit was hard as fuck. It don't make sense.
Yeah.
Anybody tell me they read a physicist and they are not in school to be a physicist, they're lying. That shit is impossible. It's hard. So I don't have an opinion about aliens. If you want one, you should talk to Dr. Shonda Prescott Weinstein, and she could tell you how she feels about aliens, and whatever she says, I agree with her.
Yeah, I'm just, because, lately there's been more talk of extraterrestrials.
Has there been? Yes. I've been off the internet for my mental health.
Later there has been, and then there's a new film, either it just came out this month. There's a new, extraterrestrial movie out there. And I just was thinking like this. Americans are so arrogant when it comes to aliens.
Yes, everything.
Because we have the nerve to think, if they are out there, that they will want to come down here and invade us. Like the nerve.
Yeah, let's cook on that.
I'm like, so you think that they want to come down here? First of all, Earth is ghetto. I don't think they're going to fly right the fuck. They're going to be like, ew, no. Like, they're going to fly.
First of all, Earth is ghetto, and then the subset of Earth that is the ghettoest is USA. So why would they come here when they could go to Paris?
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
So whenever I watch...
Have you been to New York? I've seen rats as big as my 3-year-old.
Shout out to my family in New York, and shout out to the New York Knicks.
Shout out to the Knicks.
No, but that's so like my brain be like,
yeah,
that'd be my high sober thoughts. I'll be like, why the hell would aliens want to come here? Like, what is this infatuation of like, they gonna come here and invade us?
But you know why I would come to Earth if I was an alien? To see an elephant. That shit is crispy. Elephants, whales, cheetahs, tigers, that shit would be crazy. I would be like, what the fuck is this giant thing that can run 70 miles an hour?
Well, you know who will save us. Shout out to Will Smith.
You're right.
He always
Will, even at his big age.
He always saves.
And if not, you're going to give us a good freestyle. Maybe not good, but you will give us a freestyle. I do love you.
I shout out to the Fresh Prince. Yeah, but the alien thing, and the other thing too, honestly, I don't know, like obviously if aliens are real.
Yeah.
But I do think it is very naive to believe that we are the only living, like something else could be out there. I just don't think it's what we see in the movies and TV and shit. Like, who said that he got a big ass head with the hello?
I know. I really, I just like, if this does happen to get broadcast in a different universe, you have to leave Black Americans alone. We've been through enough. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, come down here, set it off, do what you have to do. but we will have our passports on us for you to know that we good. We just trying to make our mortgage payments and go to sleep. We're counting our calories. We're trying to get in 10,000 steps a day, and that's it. So don't come for us. You know where you need to go? You need to go to Britain, spin the block on them bitch asses, set that off, and then you can come here to the United States and set off just white Americans.
On that note, let me stop before I don't have no podcast.
We love Nicolay.
This has been another episode of Straight from the Yap with Promise with the one and only Cree Myles. Cree, please give out the social media or the websites or the other ways they could tap into you and your trap poet society.
Yes. You can join my Patreon, which I kind of do struggle with keeping it consistent because I'd just be busy, but the homies love me. Shout out to Deidre and Wayne and Heather and Audrey and Sawyer. Also, it's just my name, Cree Myles, at CreeMyles. Don't DM me. Please don't ask me to annotate a verse either. I only listen to my Uncle Tommy.
Cree, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This was a treat. I'm so glad that you were in the city. You're wonderful.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. For those who are watching this on YouTube, appreciate you. For those who listen to the podcast on other platforms, we thank you as well. We get back with you in a minute on the next one, and you already know it's not a threat, it's a promise. Get it!